if it's when it's parallel, so the alternate angles are equal. So there are two different angles that are equal.
Okay. Yeah, I'm audible properly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Okay, in geometry, we have first discussed what the geometry is. It's about its shapes and their properties, and we just covered that it has been first originated there in Egypt. Then it
Okay.
got developed there in Greek, Euclid, Thales, Pythagoras. They were very important and very famous mathematician or personality of that time who helped to develop this geometry as it is right now. And then we covered point. Point is an entity that has no dimension. It has point has no length, no breadth, no height, and it has no dimension at all. And the next thing is that point is a simplest geometry, and this simplest geometry has only position. Can you tell me how do we represent a point? Because it has a position, that means we can represent a point. It has a location. How
Yeah,
do we
we can
represent a
represent it
point?
by a dot. We can represent it by a dot.
Yeah, exactly. We use dot symbol, but we represent using two reference line. There is
Okay.
a relative approach we use to represent a point, and we make use of these two reference lines known as x-axis and y-axis. And by using these two reference lines, we represent a point. Point may be in first quadrant, maybe in second quadrant, maybe in third quadrant, maybe in fourth quadrant. In coordinate geometry, we will discuss about all these parameters in much detail. But do remember, point may be in plane, that is known as two-dimensional plane that we deal here. Coordinate geometry or two-dimensional geometry. Point may even be in three dimension or in space. And for the same, we will discuss three-dimensional geometry later on in higher classes. The next thing is ray. Ray has one end point that is fixed, and another direction it goes up to infinite. Then we have line that has no end point in both direction, it goes up to infinite. Then we have line segment that has both endpoints, both ends are fixed. Then we have parallel line, intersecting line, perpendicular lines. We later on discussed about lines. Here point has dot representation. Line segment can be represented using this symbol, or it can be represented using this symbol. This represents that both ends are fixed. In case of line, both ends are not known to us, both ends are not fixed at all. That's why we write it as this, because both are not fixed, not confirmed. A ray has
Okay.
one end fixed, but another is not. Whichever end is fixed to be represented using this, and another using this. These are brackets that help us to understand whether we are representing a line segment or line or ray. Often we use this symbol as well, D, like both, or FC like this, or you may use this symbol as well. Got it?
Okay.
Then about line, lines are parallel or intersecting. Parallel lines never touch, never intersect. and distance between parallel lines always remains same. An intersecting line intersect at a particular point, and whenever line intersect, we get vertically opposite angle which are equal. We also name it vertical angle. There is a concept of complementary angle and supplementary angle, and if two angles having some 90, they are known as complement of each other, and if two angles have some 180, they are known as supplement of each other, or supplementary angles have some 180, complementary angles have some 90. You can just remember this. We have solved many questions in previous class based on complementary and supplementary angles, and later on we have once again revised all these concepts, and then we have covered one more thing, that is angle. And angles are obtained by two rays, and we actually consider amount of rotation of two rays that originate from a same point in order to find out an angle. Angles are represented using angle QOP or POQ. The angle to be considered is considered at mirror. And this rotation may be anti-clockwise or clockwise. If this rotation is anti-clockwise, we call it positive angle. If this rotation is clockwise, we call it negative angle. This is also important thing to be considered here. Then we consider different type of angles like 0 degree, acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight line angle, reflex angle, and complete angle. Here 0 degree means your ray doesn't rotate at all, they overlap, then we get 0 degree. If your second ray, the originating from same endpoint, move in anti-clockwise direction, it may move by 30 degree, may move by 45 degree, may move by 60 degree. If our angle lies between 0 and 90, you will call it acute angle. They all are acute angle. Even 70 degrees acute, 0 degree and 90 degree is not considered here in acute angle, but we consider all angles greater than 0 and less than 90. You may consider 1 degree as well in acute. You may consider 79 or 89 degree as well in acute. Exactly 90 degrees said to be right angle. An angle lying between 90 and 180 is known as obtuse angle. And an angle that is exactly 180 is equal to 2 right angle is also known as straight line angle. And if an angle is lying between 180 and 360, it is going to be reflex angle, or you will call it reflex angle. That means reflex angle lies between 180 and 360. Here, if you consider an angle like this, let's say this angle is minus 45 degree because you are considering is clockwise, then the anti-clockwise, remaining anti-clockwise, that is 360 minus 45, because the complete angle is 360. This complete angle is 360. And if you are not considering complete angle, but you are considering angle up to this, you will get a reflex angle that is coming out to be 315 degree. And here 315 degree is this much angle. That is reflex angle. I've already told you complete angle is an angle which you obtain all around a point. Then I have covered the types of triangle, quadrilateral. When you consider triangle, the angle sum property is used and angle sum property is mentioned here. All angles sum up to give you 180. This is called as angle sum property. In case of quadrilateral, the angle sum property suggests that all these four angles sum up to give you how much? 360. But in case of triangle, these three angles will give you 180. Here, these four angles will give you 360. Similarly, there is exterior angle property that suggests this exterior angle must be equal to interior opposite angle, and I have mentioned here angle B, the exterior angle B is going to be interior A and C. Similarly, exterior angle A are equal to interior angle B and C. Similarly, exterior angle C you will consider here like this. You may consider like this. This is going to be equal to A and B. Okay, I have explained here. Then we have right angle triangle in which one angle is 90. The side just opposite to this is going to be hypotenuse, and other two sides can be considered as perpendicular. If C is your angle, you will consider AB to be perpendicular and BC to be base. And here you can apply Pythagoras theorem, which is hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Similarly, obtuse angle triangle is a triangle in which one angle is more than 90, that is obtuse angle. Triangle can also be considered on the basis of sides. If all the sides are equal, the triangle is equilateral. If two sides are equal, the triangle is isosceles. If all of them are different, the triangle is scalar. Triangle can also be considered on the basis of two angles together, like complementary angles, where sum is 90, supplementary where sum is 180, linear pair where two adjacent angle forms supplementary, that means forming 180. Now the question arises, what are adjacent angle? Adjacent angles are two angles whose vertex is same and one side is same or common, you may say. But remember, complementary angles may be adjacent that you see here, but may be not adjacent that you observe here. Similarly, the supplementary angle may be adjacent or may not be adjacent. Here they are not adjacent. Got it? Again, if you consider two lines, you may consider them to be either intersecting or you may consider them to be parallel. If you consider line to be intersecting, you will get you will get vertical angles or
Vertical
vertically
angles.
opposite angles
Yeah.
which are equal. Remember that. And if you consider parallel lines, again you will get many set of angles like corresponding angles 1 and 2, 5 and 7, 3 and 4, 6 and 8. Do remember all corresponding angles are equal that I have represented here and already explained in previous classes as well. Similarly, you have alternate angles which may be alternate interior or alternate exterior. When you consider alternate interior, these 5 and 4, 6 and 2 are going to be equal and known as alternate interior. Similarly,
Yeah.
angle 1 and angle 8, angle 1 and angle 8, and then you will consider angle 3 and angle 7. They are actually exterior alternate angle. Co-interior angles are 5 and 2, 6 and 4, which are going to be not equal, but their sum is going to be 180. Remember that. Then we have solved many questions based on these properties that we have discussed. These are different questions that are here in front of you that we have already solved. And then we have covered this exercise as well. And there were 6 questions here in this exercise that we have solved. Then we have solved another exercise 6.2 and examples as well as these questions. And now it's our turn to solve more questions based on these exercises. And I have also given you some homework that are listed here. First, we will solve these questions that I have given as your homework. And then we will start solving some more questions as well. Okay. Yeah, first I want you to answer these questions. Yeah, first tell me how will you solve the second part? How will you figure out the value of x here in this case? Have you solved them, Abhinav? Tell me please, have you solved them at your place because they were as your homework?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Sorry. I was on mute.
Okay,
Sir,
all right,
I didn't
no
have the
problem.
screenshot, sir.
Okay, then no problem. We will solve notes now only. No problem.
Okay,
No.
so AB is parallel to CD and
Exactly.
AB,
They both are
yeah,
parallel.
and AB is 65 degrees. That means CD is also 65 degrees. ABC is 65 degrees. That means
Yeah.
DC,
BAC actually. You will name it BAC.
yeah, BAC,
BAC is
sorry.
65.
Yeah, BAC is
If this is
65.
65, this is going to be 65, are you saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
And A, B, C, D, D. I'm naming it E and I'm naming it F. All right.
Okay.
Okay, can you tell me if this is 65, what will you name this much? You will call that these, yeah, I'm naming it y.
Vert okay,
You will say
vertically
that y and not vertically opposite, but they are linear pair.
linear pair. Okay.
And do you know what is sum of linear pair angles?
So it has to be complementary.
Exactly, linear pair angles are complementary. That's why, not complementary, supplementary, linear pair.
Supplementary.
180.
Sorry, yeah, supplementary. 180.
180 minus 65 you will do, and you will figure out the value of this coming out to be how much? 115 degrees, isn't it?
Yes.
And this is 115. Now you will use angle sum property here that suggests the x and y and 25 is going to be how much? 180. I'm substituting value of y here itself, and the value of y is known to me, and it's known to be how much? I will tell you it's 115. And if you will add 115 and 25, you will get 140 that you will subtract, and your x is going to be 40 degrees. Got it or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now can you tell me the solution to the third part?
Okay. Okay, so first we're going to look, yeah, okay, so CD is parallel to, let's say, AB.
Yeah, here it is. All right.
Which one?
CD is parallel to AB, exactly.
Yes. CD is parallel to AB. So CD is 115 degrees. That means
ECD, yeah, ECD is 115.
Yeah, ECD is 115 degrees, and EAB is 60 degrees.
Exactly, it is given to be 60. It is 115. What we can do is, I
We can
think
just
that we should
minus.
extend. Yeah, we should extend this.
Yeah, we should extend that.
If we are extending it, again they are parallel, no problem at all. And still they are parallel. That means if it is 60, it should be 60 as well because they are corresponding angle.
Yeah.
And if it is 115, this is going to be how much?
60.
It's going to be linear pair. That means 115 need to be subtracted.
Subtracted from
You
180.
will get 65.
65. So then that means x should
That
be equal to
means
65.
your x, your 60, your 65 need to be 180 because you are using
Yes.
angle sum property here. Got it?
Yes. Yes.
That means
So
x
first we'll do
plus
60 plus 65.
should be 180,
So
exactly.
Yes.
X is going to be 180 minus
Minus
125.
125. Yeah.
That
Then
you got 55.
55. Yeah. So x is
5
equal to
degree is the
55
value of
degrees.
x over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now I think you should solve this fourth.
Okay.
What will you? First, you tell me the construction part needed to solve this one. Can you tell me the construction part you need to use to solve this question? They all are important for you.
So from C, we can extend it from C to the left side. So we can make it parallel to AB.
Yeah, very good. We are going to draw a line that passes through E and remain parallel to AB. And if something is parallel to AB, it's going to parallel to CD as well because AB and CD are given to be parallel.
Yeah.
We have drawn a line PQ passing through E, which is parallel to AB. That means ultimately parallel to CD. Now, what will you answer for this and what will you answer for this? They are forming co-interior angle. They are forming co-interior or allied angle. Can you tell me the value of this? Let's say I'm calling it Y and I'm calling it Z. Can you tell me the value of Y and Z? I want answer from your side. It's so easy to answer. You just have to
see. First, we have to find one of them because both of them are parallel. I mean, not parallel, but like
you need to subtract 180.
180 minus
185, and here as well 180 minus
125.
Yeah. Can you tell me what you got by subtracting 125 from 180?
Okay. So 180 minus first 125, right?
Yeah, you got 55, I think so.
Wait,
you got 45 from here.
Yeah.
Now you are having these two angles, And you should understand this here, that angles forming a straight line sum up to give you how much?
180.
Angle forming a straight line sum up to give you 180. It's correct. And
180.
that means these three angles must be equal to how much? What are those three angles? The angle X, the angle Y, the angle Z must sum up to give you 180. And right
Yeah.
now we need X, but we are given with Y, that is equal to 155. And you are given with Z, you have just obtained Z, that is 45. And if you want to figure out X, you just have to subtract how much? 90 and 100. 100. That means you got X equal to how much? 80 degree is your
80.
value of X. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Any problem, any doubt, any issue?
No, sir.
No. Last question that I want you to solve is here in front of you.
Okay. First, we'll look
I
at
want
AB and
you
CD. They are both parallel. So we'll have to find out X. X is the exact same as B, so it's 140.
Okay, here, how will you figure out the value of X? First tell me that.
So, first of all, AB and CD are parallel. So, AB and CD are parallel, right?
Yeah, it's given. It's given. A, B, and C, D are parallel. It's given there in the
So,
question
that
itself. It
means
is given.
B and D, well, X should be exact same because, it's parallel. So, 140.
No, no, no. It's
So,
not that
what
close
is
to be.
right? Let's do it. Okay, fine. So, first AB and CD are parallel. So, then we'll have
Yeah.
to minus 140 and 85. 180,
You,
sorry, 180 and 140.
you have to construct something.
Oh,
You need to use
yeah,
construction to
B
solve
B
this.
to D.
What
Wait,
construction
I'm very
can be
confused.
used?
So we can make E parallel to A, B, and C, D.
Okay, you need not worry and confuse about this. You
Yes, sir, I
just
just said that
draw a line.
E is parallel to A, B, and C, D.
Yeah, you just draw a line like this, which you name A, B, C, D, E, F, F, E you can name, which passes through R, F, G you can name, which passes through E. And
Okay.
here this F, E is parallel to AB and it is parallel to CD. Alright.
Okay.
All these three lines are parallel to each other.
Yes, sir.
Now, what special is known to us is this must be 40 degree. Question arises why I'm saying so. Because these are actually co-interior angle. Do you think so?
Yes, sir.
Now, if it is 45 and total angle was 85, can you tell me what is the value of this angle?
Okay. So that is 40. So then I
Yeah,
have to
this is
figure out.
40.
Yeah, that is 40.
Value of this radius angle.
So
The value of
how
this radius angle is 45
45,
degree.
45. Okay.
Now, can you tell me X now? It's now easy to answer because X and 45 are co-interior angle when we consider this FE parallel to CD. They are now going to be co-interior. That's why sum should be 180. And if we
Okay.
want X, we need to subtract this 45 and it's coming out to be 135 degree. This is the value of X. It's not 140 actually. Got it? You are guessing it to be 140. But
Yes,
it's
sir.
actually
Yeah.
135.
Okay.
Okay, now we have more exercises that we need to solve here and understand. And I'm here with one more exercise. Here we are going to use the sum of angle of triangle is 180 in much detail. Here we are going to use the exterior angle property as well in much detail.
Okay.
This exercise 6.3, we are going to use these two properties that I have already explained in much detail.
Okay.
And first we will solve these examples. Then we will discuss questions related to exercise. First we are going to solve these examples 7 and example 8, that is solve example. Okay, ready to solve?
Yes, sir.
Taking the snaps of them and going to paste there so that we can well edit there and solve. Okay, I'm going to help you in solving these questions. And I'm here
Okay.
with these questions. I think you must be able to see them now. Now you can see and observe it. Okay, in the example 7, you are given with a figure that is just in front of you. You can observe that figure as well, I think so. And in this particular figure, you will find that QT is perpendicular to PR. This is your QT, which is exactly perpendicular. That means making 90 degrees. And as you are given with this 90, this 40, you can figure out it as why can you figure out this? Because all of them sum up to give you 180. Because this is a triangle. Which triangle are you observing here? Triangle QTR is to be observed. And that's why x is going to be 180 minus 130 being 50. Here we obtain the value of x as 50. And you remember, if x is 50 and this is 30, can we tell this one? Exactly, we can tell because PSR and this x50 and this 30 must again give you 180. That's why angle PSR should give you 100. And this much is 100. That means they are forming linear pair. That's why y should be how much? 80. So here we have calculated 80, that is y, and this much. Okay, but we can also use one more property that here they have used exterior angle sum property. What is that? In triangle, this triangle PSR, this angle is actually given to be y, which is exterior angle, which must be equal to sum of interior opposite, that is 30, and x, which is 50. You can directly answer angle y using exterior angle property if you don't want to use angle sum property again. This
Okay.
exterior angle must be equal to interior opposite. That means angle y must be equal to 30 plus 50, which is 80. There are two ways to solve this question. Now, it's up to you which way are you using. Here in the solution that I have presented, they have used the exterior angle property to solve this, as well as angle sum property to find out x, then exterior angle property to find out y, because y is equal to these two angle, which are those two? SPR, which is 30 degree, and X, which is 50 degree we have calculated. Got it?
Okay.
Now we have this example that we should solve here. And first you try to understand the question, then we will solve it. In this figure, it is named as 6.38. This figure, side AB, first we have a triangle ABC. And after drawing this triangle ABC, we have just extended side AB and AC. This is extended, this is extended. Once we have extended, we have obtained two exterior angle. This is one exterior angle. This is another exterior angle. And here we have drawn the angle bisector of both. And this angle bisector and this angle bisector meet at any point. Let's say it is O.
Okay.
This is the given part. And the part that they want you to prove is this BOC should be 90 minus half of this BAC. This is to be proved here. We actually want to prove this, that angle BOC. That means this angle obtained by drawing the angle bisector of these two exterior angles must be equal to 90 minus half of the angle A. 90 minus half of angle A. In order to prove this, we have just used the concept of exterior angle as well as bisector. And what does it suggest? This CBO, angle CBO is half of angle CBE. Half of angle CBE. And angle CB is nothing but exterior angle of this Y. Or you may consider them, both of them, as linear pair, and you can just tell me that it is going to be 180 minus Y because they are linear pair. If it is, if they both are 180, and if it is CBE, it should be, if it is Y, it should be 180 minus Y. Got it or not? Got it or not? CBO is going to be 180 minus Y.
So I didn't
Is it
really
clear?
understand.
Okay, I will tell you again. You don't worry. I will explain you
Okay.
once again. I'm erasing this portion and I will tell you once. Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's so easy to understand. So easy. Very easy. Don't worry. First, if I'm telling that you have just bisected something, that means you have divided it into two equal parts, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I say that I have bisected this entire angle, that means this angle is half of CBE.
Yeah.
This angle is also half of CBE. Is it like that?
Yes.
Now, if I tell you that my angle Y and my angle CBE are linear pair, what will you say? You will say that they must be 180. And if I want you to tell me CBE, you will call it 180 minus Y. If I want you to tell me CBO, you will put the value of CBE 180 minus Y and then you will divide by 2. If I further want you to answer, you will call it 180 over 2 minus Y over 2. Further, you will write it as 90 minus Y over 2. You can just observe it has been mentioned here as well.
Okay.
Now, is it clear to you or not? Be frank
Yes.
and tell me. Is it okay for you now?
Yes.
We have
So
just
wait.
obtained
I'll just wait.
CBO as 90 minus Y over 2.
Okay. So I'll just
Okay,
do it
okay, you
again.
don't worry, you don't worry, you don't worry, you will get it again because we are using the same approach for this for next this side.
Okay.
This side as well, you will be using the same approach. You just tell me this entire angle, what is it? BCD. What is it? BCD.
BC. Okay.
And BCD and Z must be 180 because they are linear pair. That's why BCD must be 180 minus Z. Got it?
Okay.
Now, if I ask you to tell me BCO, what will you do? You will say that BCO is actually half of BCD. Is it okay or not? This
Yes, sir.
angle is bisected. That means it is half of this entire angle BCD. And if you are taking half, that means you are taking half of 180 minus Z. And if you are again dividing them by 2, that means it is 90 minus Z by 2. That is your second equation. You have obtained the value of BCO, this, and you have obtained the value of this. You have obtained these two. Is it okay for you?
Yes, sir.
You have obtained the value of these two. Actually, we need not figure out the value of we have obtained these two value, and here if we are going to add both, yeah, we can add them. Okay, so far we have calculated these two values, CBO and BCO. Is it okay?
Yes.
CBO and BCO means, I'm just showing it. This is my CBO, this is my BCO, and they are here in front of. This is your CBO, and here it is your BCO. Is it okay for you now?
Yes, sir.
Now I want you to add both. Can you add them?
Sir, add which one?
These two, first and second. If you are adding CBO and BCO, you will add LHS part and you will add RHS part, isn't it? You will do like this.
Yes, sir.
You have to add LHS and you have to add RHS,
Okay.
like this. And I think you are okay if I'm writing CBO plus BCO. I'm going to write CBO and BCO as 180 minus angle BOC. Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
The sum of these two is going to be 180 minus this, because all these three sum up to give you 180.
Okay.
CBO plus BCO plus BOC equal to 180.
Okay.
That means CBO plus BCO is equal to 180 minus BOC. Got it?
Okay.
And these 90 and these 90 will give you 180. Now you have minus symbol. 1 by 2 can be taken common. You got y plus z. I think you are okay here as.
Yes, sir.
Now you can cancel out them. You are left with the what have we cancelled? We can cancel out them, means you can cancel out these two. 180 and 180 have same sign, can be cancelled. Then what are you left with? You are left with minus BOC equal to minus half y plus z.
Okay.
And now what will happen?
Wait, sir,
Yeah, tell me.
can we end class at 8:10?
Yeah, all right. We will end the class today. Okay, then you don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I will just guide you. You just figure out. Can you tell me the value of y plus z if you consider triangle ABC?
Okay,
You
triangle
just consider
A,
triangle ABC and tell me the value of y plus z.
y plus z should be equal. Wait. Sir, on this thing, right?
Yeah,
180 minus 1 over 2, y plus z.
yeah. We have just cancelled this 180. You just cancel them. And now you will tell me what is value of y plus z. You just observe triangle ABC and tell me this.
Okay, so ABC. Wait, sir, can you scroll up a little bit?
Yeah, I can, but it's creating problem. Wait, I'm just trying to resolve it. It's creating problem. Oh, 1 minute. Okay. Uh, Okay, still not able to write. Okay, I will write here. I will write there. Yeah, I'm sharing this whiteboard as well so that you can understand it. What have I actually done here? I'm just telling. I have first drawn triangle ABC.
Okay.
And once I have drawn this triangle ABC, then I have extended it. I have
Okay.
extended this. Then I have drawn a bisector. That means I have bisected these two. And I have
Okay.
also bisected this. And this was my O. I was supposed to prove that angle BOC is equal to 90 minus half BAC. This was our approach. Now what have we done actually? We have just added. I'm showing it that we have just added. What have we added here? You just see. We have just added. Yeah. So far we have just added first and second, and we have just obtained something very interesting. Here we have obtained BOC plus 180. And this side we have obtained how much? 180
180.
and minus.
Minus.
And here what have we obtained? We have obtained minus. It is also in minus, I remember. And here we have
Okay.
obtained half. I have considered here, and we have y plus g.
Okay.
Now I will tell you this is given to be x, this is y, this is g that we have written. We will first cancel these 180, then we will cancel minus symbol as well. We are only left with half y plus g. Now what
Okay.
will I do here is, I will just put the value of y plus g. I think you can just tell me what is the value of y. All these three are going to be 180.
Okay.
If all these three
Yeah.
are going to be 180, that means this y and this g, because x plus y plus this g, I'm changing the color, all these three are actually going to be 180. How much? 180. Now if I want you to tell me the value of x, or if I want you to tell me the value of y plus g, or z you may say, it's actually equal to be 180 minus.
Okay.
And in this place, you can write 180 minus. And I'm solving this portion here now. Now it will be BOC equal to how much? 180 over 2 minus x over 2. And then your BOC will be how much? 90 minus x over 2. This is actually your answer. And this is the same thing that you are supposed to prove. Is it
Okay.
clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just telling you two varieties of question. Now we have solved this question that you were given with this triangle ABC. One more variety exists. We are given with same triangle ABC. But here in this case, you are not bisecting the exterior angle, but you are bisecting the interior angle in second case. Here we have bisected this and we have bisected this and we got O, and we were supposed to prove that angle BOC is 90 minus half of angle BAC. And BAC is actually your X. We have
Okay.
just proven this. This x can be replaced by BAC and you will prove this. Okay, but here in this case, we are supposed to prove, we are supposed to consider bisection of interior angle B and bisector of interior angle C. Again, let's say you got O, but here in this case, the angle BOC is 90 plus half BAC. These are also rules and these are also the way you need to prove them as well. They are also rule you remember if you can remember. They are property if you can remember. But they can be asked to prove as well.
Okay.
If you are considering the bisection of exterior angle, the angle thus obtained is 90 minus half of this BAC. And here if you consider the bisector of interior angle thus obtained is 90 plus half of BAC. These are two formula as well as proof that you can solve here. We have already solved this first one and we need to solve this second. And
Okay.
I want you to solve this second. Solve
Okay.
that.
Okay. Wait, so which one? Wait, I'm like, which one? Yeah, the